Hello again, it's me. I am here to do another tutorial with you. This tutorial I am going to focus on where you can find different graphics and different tools that you can use for your 31 business on TOT. So if you hear someone in one of our groups or in a video refer to TOT, they are referring to 31 today, which is your back office. Once you have logged into your back office, you will see a screen that looks similar to this. However, yours would say welcome and then your name, not my name. So just a little tip there really quick if you hear the words TOT. So I'm going to show you some information about TOT and some different places that you can go to learn more and to grow your business. So the first thing that I want to show you is a link that we talked about before, which is up here in the right hand corner. It says for new consultants. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that really quick. I know we have talked about this before. Hopefully you have been able to look at it a little bit, but this is information to help you as a new consultant get off on the right foot. So some of this stuff we have already covered in our tutorials, but you can see they give you a step-by-step process for some of the first things that you should be doing. We're going to get to these webinars in a minute, but definitely make sure that you sign up for one of those. Again, it just helps you to get you a little bit more comfortable with 31, helps you to get a little more comfortable with being a new consultant. A bunch of other information, we're not going to take the time to look at it right now. You can go back and read that later. But also down below here under Learn More, there's Getting Started, Book, Party, and Share, and New Consultant Resources. You are going to want to click that New Consultant Resources especially. Obviously look at the other two as well because that's going to help you get started off on the right foot. But the New Consultant Resources is really, really great because down below, again here in Learn More, it just keeps expanding for you, and that's where you can find the New Consultant webinars. You can find the New Consultant Facebook community group. So definitely make sure that you are checking out this area called For New Consultants. Again, that gives you a quick snapshot of things that you should be doing and things that that will help you get off on the right foot. If at any time you are having a hard time finding something specifically, like you are looking for those new consultant webinars and you can't remember how to get from one place to another, I love our search bar. That's this little magnifying glass up here. I'm constantly clicking on it, typing in whatever I am looking to find, and it takes me normally right to the page, or at least gives me a bunch of hits. So again, don't get frustrated, don't get confused. You can definitely hit that magnifying glass. That's the first thing that I do when I can't find something. So make sure you take advantage of that magnifying glass, okay? All right, so the next thing that I want to draw your attention to on TOT is the Learn tab up here at the top. So you'll see 31 Today, Scoop, Learn, and Support. These three will show up on your home screen. So you don't have to worry about actually going into For New Consultants to find it. It will show up on your home screen. For sake of time though, and because sometimes this video can lag a little bit, I'm not going to do that. But I do want to draw your attention to a few things. When you hover over that Learn button, you'll see Book, Party, Share, How To, 31-minute calls. Make sure you look at each of these. Again, these are learning opportunities. These are going to help you have successful parties and have a successful business. But I do want to draw your attention to two of them. The first one is the 31-minute calls. So I'm going to go ahead and click that really fast so that you can see what that page looks like. These are calls that happen every Monday at 9 p.m. And they're great for helping you learn and grow and expand your business. So these are calls that a lot of consultants go to because they cover a wide range of different topics, from having successful Facebook parties, answering different questions, different things that they've done to create engagement, or maybe something new that's come out that they want to tell you about. So definitely check this out. The calls come from people just like us, so some of them are consultants, some of them are directors, and they are sharing their expertise. They're only 31 minutes long, so not very, very long at all. But if for some reason you can't tune in on a Monday evening, at the bottom here again we have Learn More, and you can see that there's a 31-minute call recording. So you can go there, you can choose the call recordings, and watch them at a later date or time. And I believe they're also listed in there by title, so if something is more appealing to you than the other, you can definitely choose that one. So I'm going to go back up here to Learn. I'm going to hover over that. And again, we have book, party, share, how to, and 31-minute calls. And I'm going to actually draw your attention to party. So I'm going to go ahead and click the party. And if you're not quite there yet, the video hasn't brought this page up. It's not a problem. I'm not going to go very, very far. But this is going to give you some fantastic tips and tricks on having a fantastic party, whether you're doing a Facebook party or you're doing a home party or you're doing a catalog party or a combination of these. You can see down here they list the 3 different types of parties. You are going to do anywhere from 1 to 3 of these. You can do a combination of them. I recently got done doing a fundraiser, and I did a combination of an online and a catalog party. So whatever works for your hostess or the group of people that you're working with will determine what kind of party that you're going to do. We try to follow the WOW outline party experience. So it talks about the welcome at the beginning of the party, offering solutions in the middle of the party, and wrapping up at the end, as well as what to do before the party and after the party. So again, this is a great outline for giving you tips of what you should be doing during each of those steps, and some other different ideas for each of those steps as well. At the very, very bottom of this page, you'll see 2 things. You'll see something that says a related video. Definitely take a few minutes to watch this video. This is a party demonstration. So not only is she going to be giving you some tips for having a successful party, but you'll also be able to see how she does a party. Again, it just gives you that extra boost of confidence when you're doing your very first party. This will really, really help you, and it may even just give you some really great ideas that you want to do during your party as well. Okay? Of course, down here at the bottom as well, we have related resources. So if you have a hostess that's having a hard time figuring out what kind of party she wants to do, there's some resources for that. But most importantly, at the very, very, very bottom here, you have another Learn More section with a face-to-face party, an online party, and a catalog party. These 3 links have tools for each of these parties. So whether you're doing a face-to-face, an online, or a catalog party, a combination of these, you are going to want to look at these links because these are going to give you ideas for your parties. They're going to tell you what you should be doing during the party, what you shouldn't be doing during the party. And again, if you would click, for example, the online party, there's another video in there showing you more information about online parties with another tutorial as well as some additional information for that. Under online parties, it also has different graphics that people use for those online parties, as well as a sample party as well. I'll go ahead and click that for you right now because I know that is a lot of information and you're going to want to see it. So again, haven't gone very far, so if the video hasn't uploaded the page that I'm on yet, not a problem. You'll see that at the very bottom there is a related video where Kelsey does an online party and gives you different party tips as well, so make sure you check out that video by Kelsey. And once again, we get down to Learn More, and it expands it even further so you can see what to do before the party, what to do during the party, and what to do after the party. So I'm going to click that during the online party. Okay, and it brings up all of this different information about during the online party. So you'll see the lovely videos there to help train you and get you comfortable with doing a Facebook party, as well as some images. So here's some graphics to use during your party. And most importantly, at the very, very bottom, it says related sources, and there is a PDF file that says Facebook Party Script. So if you are concerned about, well, what posts do I use during my Facebook party? There you go. You've got a script you can follow. There's also next to it another file that has all of the graphics that are used in that Facebook party script, so you have them at your fingertips. Of course, you're welcome to use some of the posts that I use in my different parties. I actually have kind of gone rogue now, so I no longer really use those party scripts. I kind of do my own thing, but I do look at them occasionally to just make sure that I am sharing the information that I need to with my guests and the information that they want to see. But especially starting out as a new consultant, it's really, really handy to have a script that you follow for your first party. That's exactly what I did with my first party, and I had a super successful party. So make sure that you check out those resources. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back all the way to the top. So again, I'm seeing during the online party and learning about an online party. You'll see again 31 today, scoop, learn, support. And then underneath of that, you will actually see words that say home, learn, party, online party, during the online party. So that was the steps that we took to get to the page that we are on. So in the middle of that, each of these turn up as a hyperlink. So I'm going to go ahead and click just party. So this we're going to actually, after I click this is actually going to take me back to that page that had that really awesome, fantastic outline. That showed us the wow outline, if you remember correctly. And I'm going to scroll all the way back down to the bottom, past that party demonstration video, past the what type of party are you, and back to that learn more section where I have the options of a face-to-face party, an online party, and a catalog party. So I'm going to just sit here for just a few seconds just to make sure that the video catches up with us. Because I want to show you this as well, and I don't want you to get lost, because being lost is no fun. So instead of clicking online party this time, I'm going to click face-to-face party. Okay, and once I bring up the face-to-face party, again, I'm going to be faced with the choice of before the face-to-face party, during the face-to-face party, and after the face-to-face party. Definitely check out all these different resources. And I'm going to give the video just a few more seconds in case it is lagging just a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and click during the face-to-face party. And again, it talks about wow. So what I should be doing during the party, and different steps and facts that we should be using. And the reason that I brought you to this page is at the very, very bottom, again, under related resources, you will see the tab party games. This is really, really great to use during your home party. So with a home party, your people are going to be coming over to your home, or you're going to be going to your hostess's home. And obviously you're not going to be able to be putting posts up for them to see things, so you are going to be using your catalogs. That is going to be kind of your equivalent to putting up a Facebook post. So the great game in here is actually a catalog scavenger hunt. So that did not bring it up. Oh, yes it did actually. It's down below here. It opens up as a folder, so you'll see in there party games, and you'll see that there's two different PDF files. There's a catalog scavenger hunt with no answers, and a catalog scavenger hunt with answers. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click the one with answers for sake of illustration. then it brings up this really, really awesome graphic, as you can see. Really great file here. So the game is pretty self-explanatory. Essentially what you do is you give all of your guests a catalog, and you can play this game in two different ways. The way that I normally play it is during the presentation time. I give every guest a catalog, and I actually read these out loud. So I'll say, I am looking for a turtle who's born to run, and I say go. And all of my guests start flipping through the catalog, and whoever finds the turtle with the phrase born to run underneath of it, whoever finds that page first shouts it out, and they get a point. So you can do a variety of different things. I give out tickets. I bought them at the dollar store, honestly, and I keep one side, they get the other side, and then at the end I draw a ticket, and that person gets a prize. Another way you could do it is whoever has the most points, or you could simply just do it for fun if you do not want to give out a prize. The other option with this game is to simply hand out the catalog and print these out and hand them out to your guests. Obviously, make sure you give them the one without the answers, and then have them turn them all in at the end, and whoever has them all correct gets entered to win a prize as well, or again, if you're not doing prizes, just for fun. So completely up to you, completely up to what kind of party that you're having, how many games you're playing. I know that there's multiple other games out there, so if this one is not appealing to you, I've simply just gone into Google and searched for 31 party games. I've used Pinterest before, and you're going to find a lot of different games on the different Facebook groups that you are a part of. So especially if you see a group that Shalane or Lauren has posted in their groups, and they say this is a really fantastic group, make sure you join. Go ahead and join those groups. They're very, very helpful. A lot of people share a lot of graphics. They share a lot of games. They share a lot of different tools that you can use to make your parties and your business more successful. So make sure that you are checking those out. Okay? All right. So again, that is the scavenger hunt, and that is how you find it. So the next thing that I want to do actually involves us going back to our home page. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now by just clicking 31 today. Obviously, you could log out and log back into your home page to find what I'm about to show you. So we are actually going to go to the very, very, very bottom of this screen, and you'll see a section called Marketing Material. Right now, you're seeing April specials and May specials. Obviously, if you are watching this tutorial at a later date, those would show the current month that you're in as well as the next upcoming month. These are fantastic links. They show not only new products or patterns or iconics that have released for that month, but they also give information about our customer specials and our hostess specials, which change every single month. So again, your two things that you're trying to do is having parties, and the way to have a successful party is to also promote those specials, because those products are over 50% off most of the time. So definitely be promoting them. If somebody falls in love with one of those products, definitely tell them, hey, look, if you want this product, now is the time to get it, because it's going to be full price again next month, because we'll have a completely different product that comes out on special. So definitely be encouraging them with that. The hostess specials are a great way to book parties. So a lot of people love those hostess specials. I fell in love with a hostess special, and that's how my director got me to book my very first 31 party, and then later on I became a consultant. So definitely use that as a way of booking parties with people as well. Show them those fantastic hostess specials that are coming up. Again, they get them with a $600 party, and those are normally a bundle of products that are over 50% off. So again, a really, really great deal for your hostess, and something to really help you promote having parties. So definitely check that out. I do want to draw your attention to view all marketing material though. After I click that, that brings me to a page where I can see marketing material for the spring and summer. So that is all of the items in our catalog that we can look at. There's also the summer style guide, which is going on right now. Depending upon, again, when you're watching this tutorial, that may no longer be there, but we could have a different guide out at that time. And that is our kind of like little insert of new products that were just released. So you'll see materials for sharing those, as well as, again, April marketing materials and those May marketing materials, which, again, if you're watching this later, you would plug in those corresponding months that are closest to you. But I do want to click the spring and summer marketing material. Obviously, this updates as we get new catalogs. So, later on when we have a new catalog, this will obviously be different information. So here you're going to find information about our catalog. So if you have a customer that does not live close by, you can download our US catalog. Just a quick tip, if you didn't already know this, we always have US and the other one is Canada. So those are the only two countries that we sell with. As consultants, we are not able to toggle between the two. So if you have a friend in Canada that wants to do a 31 party, we actually don't have the ability to do anything with Canada. We can't ship to Canada. So they would need to find a Canadian consultant, and the same with us as well. So if you have a friend that's a consultant in Canada and she wants to be doing a party in the US, you can tell her, I'm sorry, you have to stick with Canada. So just a quick information, and the pricing is also different. Our pricing is lower than Canadian pricing, so make sure you click the right one because you don't want your customers to be seeing a higher price than what they need to. Also on here you'll find product feature tags. These are great for labeling your products. So if you're doing a home party, putting these on there not only helps remind you what the name of the product is, but it also will allow your guests to see the different colors and patterns that it comes in as they're looking at it or as you're passing it around. JK, which is our jewelry line, this has the information about what kind of materials they're made out of. So if you have a guest who is allergic to a specific type of metal, you can give them this guide so that they know what they can and cannot purchase. Order forms are on here. And then all below there you'll see photos. So where do I get all my graphics? Most of the time this is where I get them. So you'll see catalog photos, catalog product photos, summer style guide photos, online extras. Those are the products that are not in our catalog, but you can buy them only online. And there's photos for them as well as a virtual catalog. So when you are making your Facebook parties, that is where you are going to want to go. Underneath all of that, you'll also see personalization. So personalization guidelines, what kind of personalization you can use, what our new options are. So those are great tools to send customers or to put in your Facebook videos, as well as some more graphics and images. Even further down, we have information for our hostesses. So if you've ever been a hostess for me and hosted a party, you know that you received a packet from me, whether it was I handed it to you or it was in the mail. And that has all the information in there for you to have a successful party. Here you'll see that rewards flyer that I had sent you. We always do the ordering together online, but if you want to give your hostess ordering instructions, you can send that to her. There's also a checklist for you so that you know how to help your hostess have a successful party and what steps to take to do that, as well as a fillable information and a hostess order worksheet so she can decide what items that she wants for her party. Also, we have partnered with Vistaprint as well, so if you need some different materials from them, I've purchased a few things from them before. I've purchased thank you cards from them. I believe I purchased this stamp that I can stamp on the back of my catalogs that have my information on there. so people can find me. So you can definitely check them out, as well as Red Stamp, which I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. But before we leave this page, just a few more things that I want to highlight, which would be recruiting. So if you have somebody who is potentially interested in joining your team and becoming a consultant, this is some information on essentially what we're doing right now, recruiting and helping them along their journey. So you can definitely check out that, as well as the enrollment kit as well. Obviously, our $99 enrollment kit is around at all times, but sometimes we do special kits, and you would be able to find some of those graphics in here as well. Okay, and then if we scroll down a little bit further, you'll see social media and Facebook Party. Social media has some different graphics there, which are really, really awesome to use. Again, we are a share, not sell company on our personal Facebook pages. However, we don't want people to forget that we're a 31 consultant. So one way of doing that is using some of these value graphics. Again, it just engages some different interest, and it helps you so that you are sharing and not selling. Obviously, in your groups, you can sell and share away. Those people expect it. I wouldn't constantly just be pushing products on them, but definitely they're going to expect to see your link. They're going to expect you to tell them how much products cost. But on our personal pages, we don't want to fill up our friends' news feeds with buy. We want them to just see and share, because you never know, they may see something that they love, and now you have a customer for life, not just a person who's very tired of seeing all of your product posts. So this is a really great way of doing that, so definitely take advantage of some of those social media graphics. And then lastly, again, we get down to that Facebook Party script, which we talked about earlier, and you saw that earlier, but you can definitely find it here as well. So those are just a few things that you can take advantage of on this page. But I did promise that I was going to show you one last thing, and that is Red Stamp. So I'm actually going to go to redstamp.com. Okay, and I'm going to give the video just a few minutes, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about Red Stamp. Red Stamp is absolutely free, which is wonderful, unless you choose to actually buy something from the company. They are associated with 31, but they are not a part of 31. They are a separate company. But if you look here in the collections section, you will see as you scroll around all the different companies that have different types of invitations and graphics. I'm going to click 31 because that's who we're with. And it'll bring up a page that has a lot of different graphics. And some of you will have seen some of these if you were a hostess. I sent you one to send out to all of your friends. Otherwise, if you've come to any of my parties, you may have seen some of these as well. So definitely take advantage of these. So for sake of illustration, I'm going to click one. And we're not going to go through all of the steps with this Red Stamp, but I do want to show you one quick feature about it before we begin, so that you understand how to make them free and which ones are not free. The rest of it is pretty straightforward, though. It is just simply following each of the steps that are given, emailing it to yourself, and then from there you can save it to your desktop and you can text it. You can private message it, you can post it on the party page, whatever you need to do with these. So in this section, you'll see where it says date, time, and place. Once you click that, that goes away so that you can create whatever you want. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. welcome and hello. You can change the font, you can change the format, you can change the color, but since this is just an example, I'm going to click next. And this is what I wanted to show you. This pop-up comes up, it automatically chooses paper. These can be $2.50 or less, so if you are looking for paper invitations, you can definitely do that. However, if you choose digital, it is a free gift to you. And of course, you would just click next and keep following all of the different steps and make all of your fantastic invitations. You can make unlimited amount of invitations, so you don't have to worry about, you know, I have a quota each month. Absolutely not. You can make as many as you want. So definitely take advantage of this. Obviously, 31 has that fillable invitation, but this is nice because it gives you a variety of choices. Obviously, this one says save the date to shop. There's some that say don't forget that the party's happening. Others say thank you. Others are really great, like stationary kind of templates. So if you wanted to write a note or a letter to a customer, you could definitely do that as well. So make sure that you take advantage of that. And again, if you have any questions, you can let me know. Okay, so thank you again so much for watching this video, guys. I hope that this tutorial was really, really helpful. I hope that you are feeling more and more comfortable with navigating 31 today, TOT. I hope that some of these tutorials have been super, super helpful for you. And again, that you are becoming more and more comfortable with being a 31 consultant. And hopefully your groups and your business is off to a fantastic start. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll be in touch soon. Bye-bye.